I'll be honest, I feel fat. Do I look fat? It's the muscle. The muscle is making me feel fat. Making myself some food. I haven't decided yet on a game to buy. I'm taking my time with it. There's no rush. And whatever game I buy, it's gonna be the right decision. I will say this. I am leaning towards buying this game on the Switch called Monster Hunter. It's a good bundle. It's a deal. So I'm being a little, what's the word? When you're financially savvy, you're taking advantage of like discounts. The words that are coming up to my head are negative, but there's a positive word that I'm searching for in the old noggin. Can't really find it. Can't come up with it. Sad. Oh well, it'll pop up, I think. Frugal is not the word, right? Like, does frugal have a negative connotation to it? Frugal. I kind of feel like singing. And so I'm going to sing about bell peppers. Taste pretty good. What else tastes good? A healthy dose of independence tastes pretty good. This looks kind of cool, huh? This looks kind of cool. It's cactus that I put in water to preserve it. Preserving the cactus. Oh, what a humble day. Humbly living my life. Each day passing, each day a joy, a gift. Oh, I've learned so much at such a young age. I've experienced a lot at such a young age. And I'm not done living quite yet. No, I'm not done living quite just yet. I'm not done living quite yet. I'm not done living quite yet. And I can't control much about this world. So much of what happens is out of my control. I do not control the sun rising over the horizon. I do not control the birds chirping away. I'm back. Yeah, that's not bad, right? Cutting up some carrots, or cutting up a carrot, I guess. Cutting up a carrot. Music heals my soul. Music is good for the soul. Music is good for the soul. Life got to live life. Got to live life. Oh, I've got to live this life of mine. No matter how hard it gets. No matter how hard it gets. I've got to keep on trying. Keep on doing. Keep on living. I've got to keep on keeping on, yeah. I've got to keep on keeping on. I've got to keep on keeping on. Yeah. Life can get tough. This is so true. There is so much that I've left to learn. I'm learning, I'm constantly learning. What a joy it is to be alive. What a joy it is to be alive. What a joy it is to be alive. You know what song popped into my head as I was singing that? For some reason, I keep on falling in and out of love with you. Yeah, that song popped into my head for whatever reason. I've learned so much. And I've still got so much left to learn. So much time to learn. So much time to learn. So much time to learn. Oh, so much time. So much time. Nothing but time. I've got nothing but time. Time to learn. I used to feel so stuck in my ways. I put in the work to grow. I've grown. I am in control of myself, my actions. I am in control of what I can control. And I can control what I can control. No judgment. No. I keep on falling in and out. I've been learning to like my voice. I think that's about it. I've been learning to like my voice. Oh, so earlier I was singing a little bit more loudly. I was singing the Jams, Broccoli. I need more pee for my bunghole. Broccoli for my bunghole. Shout outs to GJ. I was singing. I love their songs. So good. They have a song called Direction, which I want to check out. They have a song called Vibrate, which is a dope song. They have another one called Sun and Rain, which I think is their newest one as of today. I love Horizon. It's a good one too. The Jams, man. Just really good. Like Flowers, love Flowers, Counting Pennies. Love them all. It's pretty good. Mama Don't Cry. Mama Don't Cry. It's okay. Wait, no, Mama Don't Lie. I'm sorry. Mama Don't Lie. It's okay to cry. All the pain of yesterday, I felt it too. You are blue, I feel it. Mama, you're my high. I love that song. If I were to do a rendition of it, I would change up some of the lyrics though, because it's a 3-2 pattern, right? I think it goes to verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse. I think it might just be verse, chorus. Maybe there's a bridge in there. Sorry, I'm not a genius. I am a genius. See how I transform this old rat into a most delightful hat. Mama, don't lie. It's okay to cry. All the pain of yesterday, I felt it too. You are blue, I feel it. Mama, you're my high. Mama, you're mine. I know we hurt the ones we love the most. But Papa, you've always, I would do both, you know, I would do Mama and Papa. Just because for me it would be so sentimental and it would resonate with me real hard because I'm learning to love my Papa. Mama. And then at the end, at the end of that song, she goes Mama one more time. It goes, Mama, you're my rock. I'll always be yours. I'll always be something. Your kid, I'll always be your child, I think. And so I would just include my father in that one. If I were doing a rendition of the song, which I'm not. Because daddies cry too. And that's okay. It's okay for daddies to cry. It's okay to cry. Yeah, I'm starting to like my voice. Like I said, I mentioned earlier in the video, I dropped a piece of broccoli. How I haven't made a decision yet on the game I'm going to play or buy. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Monster Hunter. It's just that Katamari Don't Starve looks like a really dope game. So many good games out there. And there's not a bad decision. So whatever I decide to play is going to be okay. It's going to be A-OK. I'm in a discovery phase, and I'm discovering how much I really enjoy anime. Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha. I was looking at my resume, and I'm including my love of anime in the resume. It's just a little small section. So, probably could be bigger, but at the moment it's not. So we'll see how it evolves and grows. And I journal, right? And keeping track is important. I do mine at the library, and I've been reading back, and sometimes it really does feel like I haven't really grown, but that's just not true. I really have grown, and the reason why that I feel like I haven't grown is because I kind of am in the same place. Like, I'm still working DoorDash. Mainly, that's the main one, too. DoorDash, and the fact that I'm still dependent on my father for a place to live, for, like, shopping and stuff. And I'm totally capable of those things. The living situation is something that I'm not so confident in myself. But I'm, like, optimistic, though. Like, at least I'm learning how to be optimistic, because, like, I just don't have my own place yet, and I need to. I don't know how I got onto this subject from anime. Oh, yeah. I went from talking about anime to talking about my resume to talking about my journaling to talking about the transition from resume to journal. What's that all about, right? Well, I journal about how I work on my resume, and it's an evolving process. It's an evolution, The resume, it's not like the younger version of me, the old version of me, thought it was just one and done. And so he would get frustrated when he wouldn't get the results, right? But it's not about the results. It's about the effort. And the resume is not something that I don't, like, I can keep on working on my resume, I've let go a lot of anger and hate and rage. So, yeah, don't tell me I haven't grown. I totally have. Also, I've been experimenting with different styles. I've been letting the back of my hair kind of grow out a little bit more. Not for laziness, because I could cut it and it would look fine. I just kind of enjoy the anime look, Kind of feels like I'm going Super Saiyan. Because I am. Ha! Psh! Ha! Psh! Call me Son Goku. Call me Son Goku. Mama, don't lie. It's okay to cry. All the pain of yesterday, I felt it too. You are blue, I feel it. Cooking up food. Independent young man. A little bit of ginger from Yoshinoya. Basically, I put some chorizo, some omega-3 vitamins in the form of, like, those cans of sardines, those little tuna fishes, the fish in a can. Well, that liquid that they stuff it with, I put that in there. I've got this, which is basically onion in, like, sauce from Tacos Únicos, salsa. And I just cut up some vegetables, cactus, carrot, broccoli, bell pepper. I've got lettuce, but a different type of lettuce. I'm not even sure what it's called. I got my ham for added protein, because gotta stay swole, gotta stay buff. even though I feel fat. And some soy sauce to top it all off. I also put a little bit of butter in there, and so we're gonna see how this tastes. About cooking, it's an art form. It's not just about the ingredients, the recipe. It really does, like with most things, the deeper you dive into a skill, the more things start to open up. You start to make different connections. And I've been preparing my own meals for a while now, and so I guess that's what's happening with me right now. Now, if you don't mind, I'm about to put some hot water in this bad boy. Flies, bro. Gotta love them. Dude, how hilarious is Rick and Morty? Rick and Morty. Love it. Love Rick. I think his character is... Okay, listen. I imagine people like Rick because he's funny, right? Because the writers make him to be funny, right? But I think the idea for Rick and Morty, aside from like the obvious, which is a play on Doc and Marty, right, from Back to the Future, aside from the obvious, they're really farcical characters that get imbued with a little bit of meaningful moments, which, if it sounds like I'm like dissing, I'm not. Aside from just making an observation, I think that's really nice, because isn't that what life is? Life is kind of a farce with moments of sincerity every now and then, where we get to authentically have feelings. But for the most part, it's yelling at people on the road. It's cursing people out in your head. It's wishing things were different, right? I'm not sure if the last part fits into what the theme of what I was saying. I think that's it, the moments of sincerity there. It's, the routine, working a job, being a citizen, and then we get to contemplate life. And the goal, I think, is so that we don't let it beat ourselves up. I mean, look what happens to Rick, right? Like, he lets his hate, maybe, for the Rickest of Ricks, consume him, Rick Prime, and that really messes with his peace and his understanding of himself. And yeah, I really like that character. It's really, I like it. Aside from the obvious, of course, from the reasons why most people like him. It's not just Pickle Rick, it's those moments of sincerity that really resonate with the character. And specifically, those moments where he's like being true, like it's not arrogant for him to be like, I'm a god, because he kind of is. I would assume that most people, when they watch Rick and Morty, and they hear him go like, I'm a god, like, I forget what episode specifically, but what's coming to mind is the dinosaur, right? When the dinosaurs come, and Rick really can't handle the fact that he never can handle the fact well when people are smarter than him, and in those instances, yes, his arrogance shows. But for the most part, when he's talking to like his family, he's not arrogant. He's just being not the nicest of people, but what he says is true. Jiricky is another dope episode. It's a farcical episode, but again, the idea of Jiricky touches into those moments of sincerity, which is one of the reasons why I'm a fan of that show.